Now, if you look at the qualified retirement plans, the Internal Revenue Code comes into existence as we know it in 1913, right? 105 years ago. Okay, well, the life insurance has been around for 200 years. The concept of insurance has been around for almost 400 years. So life insurance is not a tax scheme, right? It's not like, oh, we create life insurance to get around the tax code. No, life insurance pre-existed the Internal Revenue Code. And then, one of Nelson's friends, Paul Poirot, wrote a book called The Pension Idea. And Nelson himself brings that book back into publication, right? You should get it, The Pension Idea. Yeah. And he kind of gives a history of where this idea of pensions come from. After World War II, all of the servicemen and women are coming back home. They're all getting jobs. Now the job market becomes very competitive. The employer wants to hire them. Well, how do you compete as an employer for employees, once you've hit the top of the pay scale, right? Well, you give them benefits. What kind of benefits do you give them? Give them a pension. So you have the whole history of pensions, and look around today. Look at every state, the municipality and businesses. Their pensions are blowing up, right? They're not sound at all. Well, then along come the 80s and the Keogh plan, the 401k. I said it before, but a couple of, congressmen, right? One from both sides of the aisle, they get to come up with a new idea, create a law or an act, then they get to name it, right? Well, Keogh had a part in designing that, right? Exception to the Internal Revenue Code. And that's really, if the Internal Revenue Code, onerous taxation, began in 1913, trying to pay for the Spanish-American War. Think about that. 15 years earlier. Okay, well, or that was how they got their toe in the door, right? Okay, so you create this problem, right? Onerous taxation. Now you create the exception, right, to the problem. Oh, a qualified government plan. Now, wait a minute. Nelson says, don't you feel like you might be being manipulated? Well, of course, look. So Uncle Sam wakes up one day and he's like, oh my gosh, we love our people, but they're not saving enough for retirement. They have no discipline. All right. Well, Social Security, another government idea that's not sound, right? Well, that's not going to provide enough income in retirement. It never was meant to, right? But it's obviously not going to. So we need to do something. Well, we'll give them a break. We'll give them a tax deduction today if they'll contribute to a 401k, an IRA, a tax qualified plan of any kind. Yeah. All right. And now when I came into the financial world as a profession, we were trained as salespeople, agents, and advisors. Look, you sell the 401k, the Keogh plan, there's two things that are going to happen. If you get that tax deduction today, right? Oh, that's a real tax benefit. No, I'm just postponing the tax calculation. Okay. Well, then, you put it in the stock market, it's going to earn 10%. You're going to be a millionaire when you retire, and you're going to be in a lower tax bracket.
That's magical.
Oh my gosh. I've done retirement seminars for, 10 or 15 years. And I always ask that question, which one didn't happen?